Hey, so real quick, I wanted to talk or really share just some personal research and really some revelation that has come across my path the past couple years in our health journey. And one big specific thing that has come to light has been the certain lies that I understood about our immune system that actually just didn't add up. So I'll give you a little bit about our story. We struggled with different things, just in general, our family. There was IBS, fatigue. There's a lot of borderline autoimmune things going on. There's allergies, a lot of gut issues, a lot of things we thought were normal, we're told were normal. And then the kicker was when we ended up living in mold in my a moldy house, and my oldest was severely allergic to it. And so, like, to find a specialized doctor in that was like states away. So I had to jump in and really dive and find out what happened, how our immune system was affected by mold. Because what basically happens when, and I'm going to get to the immune system, but the reason I had to find out what happens in general to the immune, or how the immune system acts, is because mold specifically will shut down the immune system to fight it. And so it just stays sort of hidden in your body and wreaks all this havoc. It basically tries to not eat you from the inside out, but just that's what mold does. It decomposes. So it's trying to do that. So when I started learning how I needed to detox our bodies, support our bodies, a lot of it centered specifically around the immune system. And so as I started to do certain protocols, I started to do different things that I had to do to get our bodies healthy again, because certain pieces had started to be shut down by just an overload of a toxin. So here is the immune system's job. First of all, we're fearfully and wonderfully created. It is an incredible systems, all of them combined. And the different systems are your innate and adaptive immune system that initiates responses, but you also have your lymphatic system. That's a liquid, it's like a liquid waste system. You have your GI tract. You have from up here all the way to where it comes out, and that is an incredible system of how it just handles toxins and helps your gut creates 70% of the immune cells in your body. And so in understanding that the innate immune system is a non-specific response, and then learning that the adaptive part of the immune system was a very specific targeted response. And what I found in all my studies is that no supercomputer has or ever can get to the speed of how fast our immune systems respond to foreign invaders. And now this has to do with anything that goes through your skin, goes into your gut, and the way it recognizes different things is that there's a protein on the outside of everything. Now your body recognizes the protein on the outside of your cells, so it doesn't start to attack it. But there's proteins on viruses, bacteria, fungi, and so it starts to recognize, and then it basically records a memory of what that is. So when those things come into your body, they initiate an immediate kill response, and they're able to take them out without you being affected or having any symptoms or anything really harming you. So where are the lies? Well, one thing is that I've realized in all of this, and I had to work through these as I was helping our family heal from our experiences and just overcoming our struggles, was that one, I had always believed I had to do something to help my immune system be better. Where the truth was, if I didn't recognize and deal with root issues that were affecting the core responses of my immune system, then it would never be optimal. And so, as I started to address those root things, like gut health and just really making sure your blood sugar is balanced. And the reason we have to do really work on blood sugar balance now instead of in like the 1800s is the type of food we eat. Just bottom line. It's processed, there's lots of sugar, different things. So we're constantly having blood sugar issues. And then inflammation is basically a silent alarm system that your body is saying something is off, something is wrong. Now that can be if there's a breach in your like your gut, you have leaky gut and all these toxins are getting out into your system. Well, that's where autoimmune stuff starts to kick in, because these we'll say food particles are leaking out your gut, getting in. Well, they're attaching to the outside of your cell wall, that protein. Well, what happens is now the body's recognizing that's a foreign substance, but it's attached to yourself. So now it's attacking that foreign substance and yourself, and it's now recognizing your cell as something that is bad. Now, your cell by itself is not, but when it has foreign particles attached to it, it will start to initiate a response to take it out, because that's its job. And that's why like you see like a skyrocketing of autoimmune diseases. And so understanding that its main job was for harmful substances coming against your body, very specifically to bacteria and viruses and fungi, like those initiation responses, if you look up any studies, are incredible of how fast. And so understanding that if I supported my body in the culture, in the time that we're in, understanding how the food has been affecting our body, understanding how different medications have affected our body, and then taking the steps to help support it in that process, in that journey, that was a game changer for us. And our immune system responses, I can tell, are incredible now. They are back up to speed. And I want you to think of it like a computer. Like a computer can only operate as fast as it's cleaned up, things are operating clearly. If you start having just an overload of different screens that like are popped open, or you just have a lot of garbage in the background, so like leaky gut, you got a lot of garbage in your system slowing like the adaptive response, then you're gonna have where the body's not reacting in the as fast as it should, that split second, and where it's taking longer. And so things are actually able to cultivate faster than it really is supposed to. Because here's what I understand. God made us at the beginning of time, and he made us incredibly, amazingly well. And I believe that he saw from the beginning to the end, and in that seeing, in that knowledge, in that divine love, he created our bodies to be able to walk for generations from the beginning to the end. And so, yes, we have where we are adapting to different time frames and different things happening. But the thing is, God is incredibly good, and he's incredibly smart. I mean, he's the smartest person I know. And so understanding that and looking at us being made in his image is such a blessing and a strength, and something that I think will really free us from fear and just some of the lies of thinking that parts of our body don't work the way they actually are created. And just taking that ownership of our health and understanding of how different parts of us work in conjunction and wholly together, being a triune being of body, soul, and spirit, is incredibly important, because they all influence and affect each part. So just to make sure if I wasn't clear, the immune system is faster than any supercomputer that could ever be imagined to be made. Like its response is just out of this world. And the reason that we need help is because there are root issues that are already causing and slowing effects of our immune system. And so if we address those root issues instead of trying to just do it via cure way, then it's actually a better way of bringing our bodies almost to like a factory setting of that original design of it fighting things for us. And then what was the other thing? And just looking at your body as a whole system instead of separately is very important, because if I want you to know and think of your past experiences. If you know you have been exposed to different things like antibiotics or lived in mold or different things like that, you need to take responsibility of that knowledge and increase your awareness of what to do. And if doctors and different people, or you don't even understand, then you go and research and you don't stop until you find the answers, because they're out there. And that's what I did for my family, and it was incredibly freeing. So I pray the same over you, just a release of freedom, of knowledge, and just intense and incredible health, because we are fearfully and wonderfully made. All right, you guys have a blessed night, and I'll talk to you later.